Careful.
So it finally happened. I dropped a bike. And to make matters worse, it wasn't even my bike.
Oh.
So there it is, a really quick, stupid drop. And we've all come close to doing it. But the reason this happened for me is because I didn't listen to my own advice, which I'm going to pass on to you now, and hopefully it will save you the embarrassment of dropping your bike, or in my case, BMW's brand new F900. So, whenever you jump on a new bike, the first thing to do is jump on and just get a general feel for the machine. Even if you're jumping between bikes and you know the two bikes that you're riding, just to get that muscle memory in you of, I'm on a different machine, like driving from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. So what you do is just jump on your bike and just move it around. Just literally sit with it in between your legs. Just practice holding your brake on your left-hand side. Again on the other side, can I flat foot it? Am I on tippy toes? And then start the bike up, find your biting point edging forwards, test the brakes, see how much bite there is on the brakes. Is it diving down? Is it gentle? Just quick 1 minute, not even that. And had I have done that, my brain would have readjusted from being on a super sport 1000 RR position to being on the big upright F900, and I really think that could have saved me this embarrassing video. So as you can see, I just jumped straight on the bike, do no tests whatsoever, turn it on and think that I am the riding god that I am not. So the next thing to note here is braking. Going forward, touch the brake, bike dives, no problem, no issue at all here. Now hopefully I'm not going to drop my bike here, but watch what happens when I apply full lock. Go forward, touch the brakes, bike dives down this way. I'll show in the other direction. Full lock, go forward, touch the brakes, the bike automatically wants to dive. And that is because once the handlebars are turned, it upsets the geometry. So whenever you have a bike on full lock, you need to know what your brakes are doing, and refer to point 1 where you test your brakes, test how much bite there is on there. Had I have known that, the F900 that I was on is the equivalent of this triple braking with a whole fistful of brake. They were so grippy compared to this, and had I have tested that, I would not be recording this embarrassing video. So to run through what happened, slowing the footage down here, you can see that I'm starting to make the turn, thinking I'm not going to make it, grabbed a fistful of front brake, and then that results in the bike dropping. We could go back in time and I could have this moment over again. The obvious decision would be do a 3-point turn. I was in my mind thinking, would I be able to U-turn a bike I have no experience on? The other thing is not looking through the turn completely fully, and of course snatching that brake with the handlebars bent, not using the rear brake. By doing those simple things, this would have been avoided. So there you have it, my drop in all of its dirty glory and how to avoid it. And damn, I wish I avoided it. But there you go, I did it. My first drop, hopefully my last. Would I want to turn back the time and not do it? Of course I would. But the fact is I've done it. The world is still spinning. The sun is still rising. Life carries on. It's not really that much of a big deal. But of course, it could have been. I was out on 1000 RR, 22 gram bike, could have dropped that, could have dropped it at 90 miles an hour when I was on it and not be here to record this video. So always reframe the negative if you can. Hope that don't sound a bit preachy. BMW, thank you very much. They were fantastic. They only charged me for the damage, which was a brake lever. So £70. An expensive lesson, but probably a cheap lesson, because, you know, I now definitely will not be jumping on bikes without doing the test that I know I should be doing. I've been riding at the time of this video for 5 years. I know better than this, and it is annoying as hell, but it's always been in the back of my mind. You know, amount of times you like wheel a bike back and your foot just slips up on a bit of gravel, and it's important to note that, you know, the way I drop the bike, there are other factors, a negative camber, you know, gravel on the road, you being cold, your hands being frozen, you know, things like that. There are lots of other factors, but I think my drop probably was the most common, in that, you know, I was doing a U-turn, locked it up, touched the brakes that I had no idea how those brakes performed because I didn't know the fucking bike. So, you know, hopefully you guys can learn from what I've done, and not make the same mistake. And yeah. Well guys, we'll end the video here. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this video was useful for you. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to cover, what you think of this video, the editing that I'm doing, the style, if you want me to try something else. You know, you're with me on this journey for the channel, and I hope, you know, we can evolve it into something great. So thank you very much, it means a lot to me. Cheers.